Have you ever wondered why some people gradually lose respect for you? Or why certain relationships seem to break down without warning? In Stoicism, respect and strong relationships are cultivated by living with integrity and aligning actions with virtue rather than seeking validation. When respect fades or relationships break, Stoics encourage introspection. Have we acted in alignment with our values or compromised our character? While we can't control others' feelings, we can control our behavior, ensuring it's consistently honest and considerate. Sometimes relationships falter simply because values diverge, and in these cases, Stoics advise accepting change gracefully. By focusing on our own virtue, we naturally attract connections built on genuine respect and shared principles. Today we're talking about 4 common yet toxic habits that can erode respect and undermine your connections. Let's get into each habit, why it's damaging, and how Stoic wisdom can help us replace these habits with practices that earn, rather than lose, respect. Habit 1. Gossiping. Gossiping may seem harmless. It's just talking about others, right? However, gossiping undermines respect and trust, 2 foundations essential in any relationship. This behavior often emerges from insecurity, a desire to feel connected, or even boredom. Yet, indulging in gossip only causes harm in the long run. Why gossiping is damaging? Erodes trust. Gossiping reveals a lack of respect for others' privacy. When someone hears you gossiping about others, they may wonder if you speak behind their back too. Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, taught that we should focus on our character and refrain from meddling in the affairs of others. Creates an atmosphere of suspicion. When gossip is prevalent in any group, whether friends, family, or colleagues, it fosters an environment of distrust. People become wary, assuming their words may later be twisted or misused. Destroys your integrity. In Stoicism, integrity is prized above all. Gossiping not only reflects poorly on others, but tarnishes your own character. Stoics would say that our actions reflect our inner values. Indulging in gossip only shows we're neglecting our responsibility to uphold honesty. When I was younger, gossiping felt like a way to bond. I remember a college friend, let's call her Emily, who once confided in me. But instead of safeguarding her words, I shared them with others, thinking it harmless. The hurt I caused her, and the way it broke our friendship, taught me how damaging gossip can be. Epictetus famously advised, keep silence for the most part, and speak only when you must, and then briefly. In essence, when we gossip, we waste valuable time we could use to better ourselves. Redirect conversations. When you feel the urge to gossip, steer the conversation toward something constructive. Practice silence. Learn to appreciate silence. Often, silence is a mark of respect for others' boundaries and our own restraint. Focus on self-improvement. Instead of observing others' flaws, look inwardly. Practicing introspection builds resilience against the urge to gossip. Habit 2. Being unreliable. Reliability is essential in relationships and professional settings. An unreliable person quickly loses respect, as people feel they can't depend on them. The Stoics considered reliability a mark of good character, aligning our actions with our words. Consequences of being unreliable. Damages relationships. Unreliability strains relationships, causing disappointment and frustration. If someone constantly cancels plans or fails to deliver on promises, trust erodes, weakens professional credibility. In a professional context, being unreliable can result in lost opportunities. As Seneca noted, time is a precious resource. By failing to respect others' time, we reveal a lack of regard for both their time and our own. Reflects a lack of self-respect. Stoic philosophy holds that when we respect ourselves, we naturally show respect toward others. Being reliable demonstrates that we value our commitments and take them seriously. In my early 20s, I had a reputation for being flaky. I would cancel plans last minute, thinking nothing of it. But after letting down a close friend at an important event, I realized the damage my actions had caused. This experience taught me the value of being someone others could count on. Marcus Aurelius emphasized the importance of actions over words. He believed in living authentically and honoring our commitments as an expression of inner discipline. Set realistic expectations. Don't overcommit. It's better to say no than to fail to follow through. Communicate clearly. If unforeseen issues arise, be proactive in informing others. This demonstrates accountability. Honor small promises. Building reliability starts with small actions. Follow through on minor commitments to cultivate a habit of reliability. Habit 3. Interrupting others. Interrupting others is a subtle form of disrespect. While it may seem minor, interrupting signals a lack of interest in listening to others' thoughts. It implies that we value our voice over theirs, which damages relationships and undercuts effective communication. Why interrupting erodes? Respect shows a lack of patience. Stoics highly value patience and self-control. Interrupting not only shows a lack of restraint but also a lack of empathy for others' perspectives. Creates feelings of disrespect. Constant interruptions make people feel unheard and unvalued, diminishing their respect for you in return. Undermines productive dialogue. Effective communication requires listening. When we interrupt, we miss out on potentially valuable insights from others. I used to interrupt people frequently, thinking it showed my enthusiasm. But during a professional meeting, I interrupted a colleague's idea, only to have my manager pull me aside and explain how disrespectful it appeared. This experience taught me the importance of being an active listener. Seneca advised that one should be slow to speak and ready to listen. For the Stoics, listening was an opportunity to gain insight, reflecting humility and respect for others. Practice. Active listening. Focus entirely on what the speaker is saying without planning your response. This cultivates patience and genuine interest. Pause before speaking. A brief pause allows others to finish their thoughts and shows respect for their input. Reflect on your response. Instead of reacting immediately, reflect on your response. This mindful approach reduces interruptions and enhances the quality of your communication. Habit 4. Complaining. Complaining, especially habitual complaining, can make others perceive you as negative or ungrateful. While everyone needs to vent occasionally, constant complaints reveal a lack of self-discipline and resilience, eroding respect and trust in relationships. Why complaining is harmful. Focuses on problems, not solutions. Habitual complaining keeps us fixated on what's wrong rather than seeking ways to improve the situation. As the Stoics believed, we should focus on what we can control and accept what we cannot. Spreads negativity. Complaints create an atmosphere of negativity, making people avoid the complainer and diminishing their trust in them. Reflects poor emotional control. For the Stoics, self-control was paramount. Complaining demonstrates that we're allowing external events to control our emotions. At one point, I found myself constantly complaining about my job, but I noticed that people began avoiding me. A close friend finally pointed out how my negativity was affecting my relationships. I realized I needed to focus on what I could change, rather than what I found unsatisfactory. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Complaining is a sign that we're focusing on what we can't control, rather than cultivating inner resilience. Practice gratitude. Focus on the positives. By acknowledging what we're grateful for, we shift our perspective. Identify solutions. Instead of complaining, think of actionable steps you can take. This mindset shift encourages proactive problem solving. Reframe negative situations. Look for lessons in challenges. Stoicism teaches us that adversity is an opportunity for growth. These 4 habits, gossiping, being unreliable, interrupting, and complaining, are behaviors we often overlook. Yet they have the power to damage our relationships and erode respect. Through self-awareness and the guidance of Stoic philosophy, we can overcome these habits, build meaningful connections, and cultivate a life of integrity. Remember, each habit you break brings you closer to a life of respect, dignity, and inner peace. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who might benefit from it.